Yo, internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Jongravesshow. Diamond is Unbreakable this week actually does something pretty interesting, and that is that they actually start up at least that this is where the whole trend of the arrow starts. And what is the arrow? For those of you out there who don't fucking know, is that the arrow is pretty much the origin of how Dio gained his stand, and possibly how half of the other people who was underneath his rule as to why they gained the stands in which that they have as well, which possibly may be the reason, man, how Vanilla Ice got his stand. The only real person, man, from Stardust Crusaders who that I really know who was born with their stands was it was Abdul, and it was Polnareff, and also I think it was god damn it, Kakyoin. I think that those three were started off with theirs and stuff like that. But like off of that though, pretty much the reason why Angelo got his is because one of the Nijimura brothers pretty much broke into his prison, and the older brother, I believe his name is Keicho, he actually used his stand to break in and shoot him with the fucking arrow. And pretty much, as he said, the lowest of the low, pretty much, like, with all that strength and all the rest of that other shit that forced you to do these things, or at least like you have this strong ass will, then hey, it's a possibility that you do have a stand in there. And pretty much, if you are shot by the arrow, then you fucking, if you have stand-based abilities or psychic abilities, that's what they call these stands, is that if you have the ability for it, then it'll knock you out, but then you'll still be alive, and then whatever you have, it'll just be forced out by the arrow. However, if you don't have any of these, the fucking arrow would just straight up murder you, and you will just die. So that is something to sort of take into consideration, as that when he did it, he didn't fucking die. And of course, we learn all this crazy other stuff, man, about the arrow from Jotaro and stuff like that, give or take, with the other or with the other picture that Joseph had and stuff like that, and that he sent over to Jotaro and stuff like that. So, of course, whereas that in the parallel universe now, or at least like I guess like in what's name's realm, in fucking Keicho's realm, we meet his younger brother, Okuyasu, whose stand ability is the hand, and the hand's ability is that whatever it touches with his right hand and stuff like that, or I guess with both of his hands, is that if it swipes like its hand, it can erase anything that's in front of it, which pretty much like sucks everything like behind it toward him. So pretty much he can destroy the air in front of him, and then make objects come to him. Stuff like that, which is actually pretty interesting. And probably if you think about it, that shit can be used to like the most craziest, to like the up 10th degree, and actually be a very difficult thing to fight. The only real problem with him having this power is that, or at least like the biggest handicap in which that He-Man could ever have, is the fact that he's just fucking stupid. As shown like when like that he did that, and he punched Jotaro in the face a few times, and he didn't notice that Josuke anyway. He punched Josuke a few times, and then he didn't realize that he set him up to have these plants come and hit him in the face and knock him the fuck out. So, of course. Also, Keicho gets shot by the arrow, and give or take with what the arrow is doing, well, he's not fucking dead, so that means that, hey, Josuke actually has another ally who's around his age. Well, he finally has an ally who's around his age who may have a stand, so that is a good thing. And this ends with him going up against Keicho. So, he's going inside the house and trying to fight Keicho because he wants to take Koichi's body. So, that is something. But what is going on in this, though? A lot. How do I feel about it? Honestly, I really want part 2, because this is a part 2 thing. And I think that this is the first one, the one that actually works in arcs. Because honestly, I can't say for Stardust Crusaders, but for Stardust Crusaders, it really didn't seem like that one man was very arc heavy. It seemed like it was just like they go somewhere, then they deal with the enemy, which honestly kind of seems like that was their thing. Whereas for this one, it's way more based upon development and stuff like that for like some of the side characters. So that is actually pretty nice to see. But till then, though, that is what I have to say about that. Please tell me what do you think about this down in the comment section. I'll see you next time on the next Jongravesshow. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.